Celtic won yet again at the weekend to keep 3 points ahead of the Rangers, ahead of our Glasgow derby encounter, which should see the boys all but seal the title with a win. In today's video, we'll discuss all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. That includes some massive Idah to Celtic news. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we do get into today's video, as always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Philippe Clement has responded to Brendan Rodgers' comments about having fun next weekend when Celtic take on Rangers in the last league derby of the season. Rodgers talked about the upcoming title race clash after the boys comfortably beat Hearts 3-0 at Paradise on Saturday, stating he was looking forward to taking on the second place team. Celtic will have a 3-point advantage before kick-off after the Ibrox side were victorious against Kilmarnock at home earlier yesterday. In his post-match interview on Sky Sports, when asked about the derby and how much Rangers need to improve, Clement said, "It's a totally different game. I heard yesterday that they are going to have fun, so we're going to have fun also." Directly after, former Celtic striker Chris Sutton shared his belief that Clement is getting a bit rattled as the chase for silverware heats up. The pundit told the broadcaster when asked about potential mind games at play, "I think Brendan has got under his skin there. When he first came in, he was always calm and composed, but I think he's feeling the pressure. I don't know why Brendan said it. It would have been tongue-in-cheek. It's better to do your talking at the end of the season." By full-time next Saturday, we'll have a much better idea about who is cut out to be champions and who isn't. The core of this Celtic squad have come through as winners repeatedly over the years, so the boys are understandably favourites, especially with a home advantage. Nothing can be taken for granted though, and I suspect Celtic will know exactly how a tough test next week will be. These derbies are notoriously unpredictable, and it will take a top boys performance to get the job done. Don't let a few Rodgers quips in the media let you think he isn't as aware of that as anyone. Just a quick one, boys and girls, to tell you that we have a new drop available on our website. We have the Brendan Rodgers Pope tee, along with the Celtic Ultra t-shirts. Do browse the collection by going down to the link in the description, or going to celticapparel.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. One man who's been pivotal to Celtic maintaining their challenge in the league is Idah, who arrived in January on loan from Norwich City to a low-key reception from some quarters. Nevertheless, the Republic of Ireland international has gone on to net 7 goals and registered 2 assists in 15 appearances across all competitions. The realities of Idah signing a permanent deal at Parkhead are somewhat murky. However, recent reports have suggested Celtic would need to pay a baseline fee of at least £5 million to secure a signature. Despite not having an option to buy present in his current agreement, Rodgers confirmed that Hoops would make a decision on his future at the end of the season. He said, "I'm excited to work with him. He thrives on the pressure here and has hunger to improve, so we'll assess that at the end of the season. It's not all in our hands." Deciding whether to bring in a loan player permanently comes with several potential caveats. Nevertheless, there's also the fact that Idah wouldn't need an acclimatization period at Celtic in light of already proven his worth this season. Former Hoops midfielder Peter Grant is of the opinion that his old side should look to deal in the Irishman, citing his hunger and scope to develop as the main factors that could make a permanent transfer viable for Rodgers' men. He stated, "I think so. It's very difficult to get any striker for that type of money. I know he's not a number 9, but Sammy Schmodics has been scoring a lot of goals, and now you're talking about £15 to £20 million for him at Blackburn, who is sighted near bottom of the league. We know what Idah can do and what he offers. He's hungry to score goals and is young. I think if he keeps taking the chances, he can get better and more clinical, and you could end up getting big money again. Look what happened with Moussa Dembele. I think he is technically better than Moussa. They are different types of players, but technique I think he brings that to his game as well. Comparison to Celtic icon Moussa Dembele may be a stretch, however Idah has shown competence in leading the line that has resulted in some telling strikes, including doubles against Hibernian and Motherwell, alongside a clinical taking goal at Ibrox under severe pressure. Looking towards the summer, if there is a deal to be done, Rodgers should give a great consideration as Idah has shown there is a place for him to thrive under his stewardship. Celtic goalkeeper Joe Hart is nearing the conclusion of his playing days. The Hoops' number 1 will retire at the end of the season, putting an end to a long and lustrous career. Over the past years in Glasgow, the Englishman has been nothing but reliable. He brought much needed stability between the sticks at a time of transition, and this campaign his performance has hit a new height. Suggestions that he is a team's player of the year are not wide of the mark. The veteran has bailed the boys out on several occasions in the 2023-24 season. In the twilight of his career, the goalie has stood out and made some crucial saves, At Celtic, he will be greatly missed when the campaign comes to an end. Once again on Saturday, he proved his worth with some pivotal contributions, which gained raucous applause. Every positive action from a Celtic player was met with a loud cheer at the weekend. The supporters gave the players an added edge, and Hart admitted he and his teammates really appreciate the Parkhead faithful. He said, "We really appreciate them, and it was an amazing atmosphere to play in, but it can only be that if we perform and show we are putting everything on the line. We were really united on Saturday, and I really enjoyed it." Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers is already setting up his sights on the upcoming transfer window, with plans to address what he perceives as the team's defensive vulnerabilities. Despite a strong performance and a clean sheet in Celtic's victory over Hearts that extended Celtic's lead in the Premiership, Rodgers highlighted that the opposition has had too many chances on goal throughout the season. Following the win that moved Celtic closer to clinching their third consecutive title, Rodgers praised his team's display but did not shy away from acknowledging the areas needing improvement. "Joe at times does have a bit too much to do. He's had a bit more to do than I'd like this season. We will sort that out in the summer, but here he has produced some really important moments," he said. Celtic striker Kyogo was among the goals for his side on Saturday afternoon, bagging a brace in the Hoops' dominative 3-0 victory over Hearts. The Japanese hitman opened the scoring within the first 5 minutes before doubling his and his side's tally not long after, brilliantly striking home from a sublime Matt O'Reilly ball. At the perfect time, Kyogo is hitting form. He has 4 goals and 2 assists in his last 6 league appearances as the season reaches its climax. Admittedly, he has not hit the same heights in the current campaign as he did in the 2022-23, and similarly to the team as a whole, he has had something of a drop-off. His recent brace, though, comes at the perfect time, but what is surprising about it is that Saturday was the first time this season that the 29-year-old scored more than 1 goal in a game. You have to go back to the trophy day last year versus Aberdeen to find the last time the forward netted twice or more. While this recent upturn can be seen as a positive, it is a testament to how much of a blow his form has taken throughout the season. No one can deny that Kyogo has dropped off, but there are signs that he is getting back to his best at the correct time. Celtic fans, what do you make of what we discussed in today's video? And would you take Adam Idah on a permanent deal for £5 million? Yes or no? Let us know down in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video, guys. As always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.